Behind palace walls, King Charles has quietly transferred real power to Prince William. No abdication, no ceremony, just signatures, briefings, and red boxes rerouted. England is already being governed by a new hand, and the crown has shifted without announcement publicly. Shock move. King Charles quietly hands over power to Prince William. Without public fanfare or formal abdication, King Charles has reportedly transferred royal authority to Prince William in a private constitutional handover. Palace sources say the historic shift took place at Birk Hall, the King's Scottish estate, where top royal legal advisors quietly signed off on documents granting William full operational control. Though no public announcement was made, insiders confirm that William now chairs weekly state briefings, security updates, and foreign policy calls. Red boxes meant for the king are being sent to Kensington Palace, and internal memos now list William above Charles. The move was kept secret to avoid public panic amid Charles's ongoing health issues. Behind closed doors, however, the monarchy has shifted. William, once heir apparent, is now ruling in all but name. As one senior aide put it, the crown hasn't changed heads, but it has changed hands. Charles's health crisis accelerated the handover. The urgency behind Charles's silent handover to William stems directly from his worsening health. While the palace downplayed his recent absences as rest, insiders reveal they were, in fact, preparation. Behind palace walls, contingency meetings were held between Clarence House and Privy Council members. The consensus: Charles's ability to rule was compromised, and the monarchy needed a functioning head, fast. Without issuing an abdication, a constitutional mechanism was triggered to shift active power to William. Camilla, once at the king's side in strategy, has been removed from high-level decision-making. William now stands alone at the helm. Reportedly, Charles told William in private, "It's your time now, my son. Lead them with strength." Though the king remains sovereign in name, day-to-day authority has quietly passed. This is no regency. It's a silent revolution, prompted by the realities of age, illness, and urgency. William assumes control of state duties, the crown without ceremony. Prince William has now assumed the responsibilities of monarch, just not the title. Sources confirm he now holds weekly briefings with the Prime Minister, a duty traditionally reserved for the reigning king. The royal seals, used to approve laws and key state documents, have reportedly been moved to Kensington Palace. Even the iconic red boxes, government briefings marked "For His Majesty's Eyes Only," are now delivered to William. The shift is quiet but absolute. All foreign travel and ceremonial engagements, once assigned to Charles, are now on William and Catherine's calendar. And the palace press office has discreetly restructured its internal hierarchy. William is now at the top. This is governance without coronation, power without pageantry. But make no mistake, the monarchy is no longer waiting for a transition. It's already happened. Catherine rises. The future queen steps into global spotlight. As William takes control, Catherine is stepping into her most powerful role yet, not just as a royal figure, but as the future face of Britain on the world stage. She has already begun high-level diplomatic conversations, meeting quietly with foreign dignitaries and even NATO spouses during behind-the-scenes events. Her focus, insiders say, is on repositioning royal patronages toward long-term legacy projects, cutting out ceremonial fluff. Behind closed doors, Catherine now holds influence over staff appointments and palace operations. Aides describe her as calm, strategic, and already queen in everything but title. She and William are now the primary public image of the monarchy, poised, modern, and scandal-free. In contrast to the chaos surrounding the Sussexes, Catherine's expanding role signals not just continuity, but control. With Charles stepping back, the Princess of Wales has stepped forward, and she isn't missing a beat. Camilla frozen. Outed, the Queen Consort's influence fades. Camilla's once rising influence has now hit a sudden and sharp halt. Though she remains Queen Consort in title, insiders say she has been entirely cut out of strategic planning under William's new leadership. Her name is absent from upcoming royal briefings, and her public schedule has quietly been cleared. For the next 3 months, no solo engagements are listed. Behind the scenes, all Camilla-led initiatives have been marked under review by William's inner circle. Tensions between Camilla and William reportedly intensified over her past support for the Sussexes and her growing presence in media narratives. One royal aide put it bluntly, "William saw her as a liability, not an asset." Charles may have shielded her, but William isn't playing by old rules. Camilla's silence in this transition speaks volumes. The new order is here, and there's no space for divided loyalties. Parliament briefed. Secret political coordination begins under William's command. While the public continues to assume King Charles remains firmly in charge, behind the scenes, a new constitutional reality has quietly emerged. Senior ministers, including members of the Privy Council and top legal aides, were summoned to private briefings over the past 3 weeks, not by Charles, but by Prince William's office. Though no official regency has been declared, internal documents show a reallocation of royal prerogative duties to William under emergency provisions. Legal advisors from Buckingham Palace and the Cabinet Office worked to ensure a seamless transition, invoking precedents previously used only in times of extreme incapacity or war. MI5, MI6, and military officials were also looped in. Intelligence briefings are now routed through Kensington Palace. One insider called it a silent coronation, without crown, without trumpet, but no less binding. Publicly, nothing has been announced. But within Whitehall in Westminster, William is already treated as the acting monarch. For now, silence is the strategy. A unified front, no public panic. But pressure is mounting from backbench MPs and constitutional scholars who believe the British people deserve to know the monarchy has already shifted. And the crown, though unspoken, now rests elsewhere. Global diplomacy rewired. World leaders now report to Prince William. Diplomatic protocols have quietly undergone their most significant rewrite in decades. According to high-level Foreign Office sources, embassies, international envoys, and Commonwealth leaders have been instructed to engage directly with Prince William's office for all matters involving the monarchy. The change was subtle at first. Red boxes once delivered to Clarence House now go to Kensington Palace. Security planning for foreign visits is now signed off by William's private secretary. William has taken over royal representation at upcoming G7 and Commonwealth summits, previously scheduled for Charles and Camilla. Perhaps most telling, the U.S. Embassy in London confirmed a closed-door meeting with William's team to reset communication priorities and prepare for future engagements. In diplomatic terms, this marks a shift from ceremonial heir to operational sovereign. Foreign governments are adjusting quietly, but swiftly. William's diplomatic briefings now include sensitive intelligence previously restricted to the sovereign. Behind the scenes, military attachés and international advisors are already referring to William as the principal. The monarchy isn't just changing at home, It's recalibrating globally, and the world, it seems, is already addressing its new kings. Royal blood united. Anne, Edward, and Sophie rally around William. While Charles's health has faded from public view, the inner royal circle has begun to consolidate around a single figure, Prince William. And in a rare show of family unity, it is Anne, Edward, and Sophie who are ensuring that the transition unfolds without fracture. Princess Anne, long known for her directness, has reportedly given full support to William's leadership, even advising on how to navigate military ties and traditional institutions during the handover. Edward and Sophie, trusted by both generations, are acting as stabilizers, helping reassign royal responsibilities and smoothing the internal shift in protocol. Sources say the three senior royals now communicate daily with William's team, confirming engagements, reviewing ceremonial roles, and preparing for a long-term realignment. One palace aide described it simply: loyalty to William is the new order. This inner circle is being reshaped in real time. Harry and Meghan, notably, were never contacted, their exclusion seen as both political and personal. As the monarchy sheds its older skin, the future no longer belongs to a sprawling royal machine. It belongs to a concentrated core, one united behind a singular vision, and a singular heir now in command. The Sussex freeze. William cuts off Harry and Meghan from the monarchy. The first major act under William's quiet leadership wasn't a speech or a ceremony. It was silence. Sources confirm that communication channels between Kensington Palace and the Sussexes have been formally frozen. Security requests from Harry for an upcoming U.S. engagement were denied without discussion. An internal review of Archie and Lilibet's titles is reportedly underway, with multiple advisors suggesting they may be formally stripped as early as the next calendar update. William, known for his composure, is said to have issued one clear instruction: no more indulgence, no more reaction. Let silence define the boundary. Palace legal teams are now combing through Harry and Meghan's past media deals, examining whether breaches of royal confidentiality or protocol occurred, particularly in relation to Netflix, Spotify, and their public disclosures. This is not personal, it is strategic. Under William's stewardship, the institution has drawn a final line. There will be no reconciliation tour, no olive branches, no return. To some insiders, this is not a punishment, it's preservation. The crown must move forward. And in this new era, there's no space left for California's chaos. The final shift. When will the world learn Charles is no longer king? The monarchy, steeped in ritual and spectacle, is undergoing one of its greatest transitions, and doing so in a near silence. While King Charles remains the sovereign in name, his public absence and private handover to Prince William have left Britain in a constitutional gray zone. There's been no abdication, no televised handover, no parliament vote. Yet behind the scenes, every operational function of monarchy now routes through William's hands. Sources say a national address is being carefully drafted, not to announce a death or abdication, but to redefine kingship itself. Charles may retain the crown symbolically while William governs in full. A reimagined coronation is rumored, stripped of grandeur, heavy in symbolism, televised not to dazzle, but to stabilize. The public has not yet been told, but Britain already has a king in all but name. And when the time comes to speak it aloud, it won't be whispered. It will be declared. Not the end of a reign, but the beginning of a new kind of rule, led by a man born into legacy, but now commanding it by will. An uncrowned reign is underway. William leads, Catherine steadies, and Britain adapts, while the truth waits, measured, for daylight to arrive.